Impeachment drama, a power struggle masquerading as governance. The political chaos surrounding Vice President Sara Duterte's impeachment is not a battle for truth. It is not about corruption, governance, or even the welfare of the Filipino people. This is nothing but a brutal fight for power, a desperate struggle to determine who will dominate the country leading up to the 2025 midterm and 2028 national elections. Both the Marcos and Duterte camps, once allies, are now tearing each other apart, not to serve the people, but to secure their grip on power. The Marcos family, led by President Bongbong Marcos, Speaker Martin Romualdez, and Reper Sandro Marcos, is making its move to weaken Sara Duterte, who was once seen as a top contender for the presidency in 2028. Meanwhile, Duterte and her allies are not fighting for justice. They are fighting to stay in the game. A war of political dynasties, not public service. Filipinos must wake up to the reality that this impeachment is not about who is guilty or innocent. It is not about who is pro-people or anti-corruption. It is about one side trying to crush the other before the next elections. 1. Marcos versus Duterte, a battle of dynasties. The Marcoses want full control of the government. By pushing Duterte's impeachment, they are eliminating a major threat before the 2028 elections. The Dutertes, who were once untouchable under former President Rodrigo Duterte, are now struggling to keep their influence as their former allies turn against them. 2. Martin Romualdez and Sandro Marcos, future kings in the making. House Speaker Martin Romualdez, Marcos's cousin, is cementing his hold on Congress. This impeachment is a power move to consolidate his leadership and remove any competition in the Marcos inner circle. Sandro Marcos, the president's son, is being groomed for higher office. By aligning himself against Duterte, he ensures that he stays on top in the next power shift. Number 3. Chiz Escudero, the power broker. Senate President Chiz Escudero may not be a Marcos or a Duterte, but he holds the key to this fight. If the Senate convicts Duterte, Escudero becomes a kingmaker, holding influence over whoever emerges as the dominant force. 4. Liberal Party in the opposition, silent opportunists. While Marcos and Duterte camps fight, the Liberal Party and opposition figures are watching closely, waiting for the right moment to capitalize on the chaos. They know that if the ruling dynasties destroy each other, they might have a chance to regain power in 2025 and 2028. A grand political deception. Filipinos are being fooled. Again, this is not about justice. It is about ambition. It is about who will rule the country next. Every move, every speech, every press conference from both sides is nothing but propaganda designed to manipulate public perception. The Marcos camp wants to secure total control before 2028. The Duterte camp wants to survive and regroup for a possible comeback. The opposition is waiting for the right time to strike. All of them are playing a game, and the Filipino people are just pawns on their political chessboard. What's the end game? By the time this impeachment drama is over, one thing is certain. The political elite will still be in power. Ordinary Filipinos will still suffer from poverty, high prices, and government neglect. The 2025 and 2028 elections will just be another battle of the same old dynasties. This is not a fight for justice or governance. This is a war for absolute control, and the Filipino people are being used as spectators in a spectacle designed to keep the powerful in power. The question is, when will Filipinos stop being fooled?